All right, y'all. So I think this is going to be my last video for today. I may do one later on, but it's not going to be on the topic of these natural plants that I went to go pick for the most part. It'd be something else. I don't know. Maybe I might do a topic on massage. I might even do something on movement and exercise for the most part. I don't know. I don't know. Really don't know. I don't know, but yeah, but this is kind of what we're gonna do for later on for my tea later on. So remember how I made those videos earlier, and I went and did each individual every time I went and stopped and got a new type of plant for the most part. So this is what we're doing right now. So actually, I didn't see. This is a small one, but I didn't do a video this earlier. But this right here is what they call the ball moss. Matter of fact, you see it growing on trees all over the place. Now, it doesn't grow. It attaches itself to trees. It's a seed. It's a powerful root. Now, a lot of people may think this ball moss, it depends on where you live at, that it's a parasite. No, it's not a parasite because it does not get its nutrition from the tree. Now, an arborist, that's somebody who cuts down trees, of course, he wants to make money, will tell you that BS lie. But, where we live at, it's a lot of deception going on. So, of course, there's people like me who got that info for you. But this is the ball moss. And this right here gets its nutrients from the air. Yes, from the air. That's it. It attaches itself to trees or fences or barbed wire fences, things like that. And it gets its nutrients from the air. And it grows best in places that are very humid. Bromelain. Bromelain helps break down a lot of stuff. Like I guess bromelain has break down the proteins for the most part, in the body. Bromelain is found in pineapples. That's why everybody like to cook pineapples in their meat sometimes, because it helps break it down for the most times, all the protein down. So bromelain helps break down a lot of proteins in the body, especially in the stomach. When I first started consuming it, I was like, oh my goodness. But the main thing about this, I'm always talking about dream. It does something this does a good job of getting the oxygen to the brain. And I really think this plant is nothing but an oxygen plant. I'm going to come across some information later on about the mineral content of this. But this right here, I think has a high concentration of oxygen. And it is powerful. I truly love this thing right here. So this is one of the main things. This is small, but this is one of the main things we're going to use. And we also had remember I went and caught the Ligustrum berries. Let's get the wild rosemary. Now you know how you see in everybody's front yard that the other rosemary. This rosemary grows about no more than a feet tall, and its roots are strong, and it's really strong and really powerful, and it's loaded with potassium. And this right here, and when I use my massage gel, it really does a good job of it actually smells real good, really way stronger. But it does a good job of relaxing the muscles and the fascia. So it's going to do a good job of getting blood flow. And that's why I use it externally. That's how I typically use it. But internally, it's still going to do a good job. Because if you take it externally it's going to do a good job with the skin, the fascia, and the muscular department. Now, when you eat it internally, it's going to do a good job on all the organs and the arteries and things of that nature. So it does a good job of it does a good job of getting everything deep to the nervous system and sending the message out like it's supposed to send out. So this is going to be really good. Now we're probably going to put some of this in our salad and our tea tonight for the most part. Remember we talked about the hold on. Ouch! Don't poke me, because this thing is real sticky. Right here, the Agarita. Now these leaves are real pointy. It said you could eat them, but I'm not eating these. These things I'm not eating these. But what I typically do with these, I typically make a tea out of. Hold on, let me see if I can. Ouch. Woo. Okay, you see, it's not a good one, but the bark should. Hold on, the bark is. You really can't see it. Yellow. You see that yellow? Berberine. Berberine is great for moving stuff throughout the body. Berberine is a matter of fact. You can go on anywhere on the internet and look up a supplement they call berberine and see the power behind berberine. Now this goes all over my land, all over the place. It's loaded, but right now it's starting to flower. The buds are starting to come in April and May. That's when the red berries are going to come, and those which I mentioned are great for the pancreas. type 1, type 2. And trust me, it makes a big difference. But I like it because the information I didn't read up on it with the pack that it has on the brain. I feel like it really does a good job of cleaning out the lymphatics, especially the glymphatic system in the brain. Remember the glymphatic, that they say that we never had lymphatics in the brain, but I guess they discovered it in 2015. And so I really think this does a good job of help removing what they call those 2 proteins. And I forgot those proteins that get stagnated in the brain. I think it does a really good job of getting rid of them. So this is like really good. So like honestly, if I want to say individually, but I don't ask why I haven't started selling. I'm just kind of lazy, y'all. Now this is the Ligustrum berries. You see these? I did the video on the tree. These Ligustrum berries are talked about this earlier. Remember we talked about how they're really good for the arteries. So I'm really just making a tea with all this stuff later on today. Later on, ouch. And remember, these are my juniper berries that I'm always talking about. Look at that green. Look at that evergreen. Look at that. Those juniper berries. Oh, man, it is a powerful hydrocarbon. Think about it. When I say hydrocarbon, this is what I mean by the hydrocarbon. Think about this for a minute. These hydrocarbons, so these berries are not ready until December. So right now they're starting to go out of season. They're starting to drop right now. They're looking all raggedy right now. But these berries start to grow in March. They take almost 8 to 9 months for them to become ripe. They take 9 months for them to grow. So think how much the sun's energy these juniper berries are storing. Think about it. A lot of times everybody's only paying attention to these elderberries and elderberries. Listen, I'm giving y'all the game on these other berries that are so powerful, cheap, and nobody knows about them. So I'm going to give you that information. These juniper berries are very, very powerful. Now, juniper berries do a good job with helping stimulate the production of acetylcholine. Remember, the large dose of the acetylcholine is found in the heart. You got it. But also remember dealing with the neurotransmitter from the neuromuscular joint, from the nerves that are certain to the muscle, or the nerves that are certain to the bones, or especially the muscle for the most part, the neuromuscular joint. And that's what acetylcholine is going to help being stimulated. Remember, that's what helps everything contract, relax, contract, relax. You got to have the acetylcholine and the potassium, which is in the juniper berries. Remember that the potassium does a good job of helping to hydrate the cell intracellularly for the most part. I mean, that's part of the electrolytes, the sodium. The sodium's on the outside, along with I think it's a chloride for the most part. I'm not for sure. But that's what we need right there. Because these juniper berries, with all the excess edema, stagnant fluid, that's why they say juniper berries are good for here we go. Listen to this, women. For I'm gonna say cottage cheese. I don't want to say that word. I can't think. On the back of the legs and cellulite for the most part. That's why it's good for the cellulite, because it's going to help you. The juniper berries are going to help remove that excess stagnant fluid, and that's why I like a lot of massage and like a lot of pinching and kneading and the cupping and the true punting vibration does a good job of getting rid of that, because we're going to help get rid of that. Also, with a lot of cellulites in the back of the legs, you also need to work on the glutes. The glutes, and I'm bringing massage to the glutes, and you want to do a lot of friction, deep friction on the sacral and right around the insertion points of those areas, so you can get relax those muscles. The glutes can start firing like they're supposed to fire. And once that happens, that's going to take the pressure off your hamstrings, and therefore you're going to have a lot more fluid movement, and the cellulite starts to go away. Your kidneys start to filter a little bit better. You start to excrete the more of the what they call I don't like metabolic waste, metabolic substances that you're not able to utilize for the moment. And that makes it a very powerful substance. We're talking about the juniper berry. This is the powerful of the juniper berry. They're very, very, very powerful. And it's a hydrocarbon, too, because it stores a lot of insults, a lot of minerals. Matter of fact, juniper berry's got a good dose of iron, fluorine, zinc, selenium. Juniper got all this. This thing, we got hundreds of trees on my land. And here's the star of the show right here. I've been talking about mullein longer than any of these things since 2013. My Aunt Bridget, she was like, when I first went to Tig, come on over here, what's this? She said, we got mullein. I got mullein? What? So I've been using that mullein ever since, and this mullein is very powerful. Traditionally, it's used for the lungs, and after what's going on right now, we need to be able to breathe and ventilate. It helps expel not the calcified, it'll help break that down in the long run, but like all the loose, stagnant mucus that just needs to get out, it helps get rid of that out the body. And your bowel movement, let's say if you're taking it helps with the bowel movement too. It's going to help remove a lot of mucus, and it's going to help the bowel movement become a lot more smooth. Let's say you struggle, you're struggling to go to the bathroom, but then you got the good old the mullein. It's going to come out so soft, and you're not going to be wiping that much. You're going to be like, where did that come from? So now you're starting to get rid of the top layers for the most part. And this is minerally dense too. This is like really furry too, y'all. So it's really powerful, really good. It does a good job of giving you some really true good new nutrition. So we're going to make a tea out of this today. Oh, and this also mullein helps with the ventilation for your lungs. It's going to help move a lot of mucus. Now, we could add some African bear pepper to help stimulate some stuff. We got some ginger too. But this is going to be simple. But this right here, this tea, is going to help with, it's really going to help stabilize the autonomic nervous system. It's going to help bring it back in homeostasis for the most part. Thanks to I think the most important thing is going to help with this is because of the ligustrum berries. The ligustrum berries, and I would say even some of the juniper berries too. But specifically the ligustrum berry is really bitter, really sweet, and it's very powerful. It's going to help bring the dreams, and you're going to sleep. You're going to wake up so much rested and recovered. So I hope this kind of helped with this little short video we did. I just did a few videos there because I got some time. As you know, we shut down where we at for the most part. So, hey, I'm going to just be making a lot of videos for the most part. But yeah, this mullein is very powerful. Like I said, you can put it in anything. Like all these things, like whatever you're making. Let's say if you're making like some type of, I don't care, any type of meal you're making. You can add this stuff. It's that simple, y'all. It's really simple. You can add, we're going to just talk about the mullein. Let's say if you're going out, and everybody going out and buying beans and pasta right now. Go out and find you some mullein. You go buy some mullein. You can go out and buy some mullein. Go anywhere and buy. You know, they sell a lot of places. And you can put it in your food. You can put it in your salads. You're going to have to chew it really good. You put it in your salad. Or you can eat it straight up if you want to. This might take about 15, 25 minutes to take the time to chew and eat. But it makes it, oh my goodness. But that's what you're going to want to do. And when you put in your food, it's going to make a true difference. You're going to want to do it at least every single day with all your meals. Just keep adding. Eventually, it's going to happen. But you know, he says thing, you don't even have to eat a lot of food. Just eat a little bit here, a little bit there, and just keep chewing. You want to chew about 100 times too, right? What's going on right now? Keep chewing. But this right here is going to help you break up a lot of mucus. You're going to be spitting the mucus out. You might be taking dumps out. You can put it in your bath soap. It's going to help open up your pores to your skin. And you want pores to your skin because you don't need to be wanting all that lotion. And, you know, people want lotion and even the butter stuff. You don't need this stuff because once you get a hold of all this stuff, it's all consuming and trying to put it on your skin and getting outside right now when the sun is out and sunbathing. Trust me, you're not going to have to even get close to one of those creams and lotion things like that, you know. So, but anyway, I'm getting all off topic anyway. So, I don't want to keep talking so much because, has anybody said anything? Peace and love, King Rip. Oh, thanks, Lord, for the most part. But, hey, Rippling, boy, you ain't got no clothes on. Boy, you don't want to, boy. Boy, go on back in the house. But anyway, I'm out, y'all, because Rippling going to probably try to start running around here butt naked for the most part. Y'all be good, I'm out. That's that dopamine, I mean dope. That's that